back to Calvary Life. This is the podcast of Calvary Baptist Church and our membership out there, and anybody else that's interested in local church life. I'm going to do a quick intro here to our podcast today, and then I'm going to turn it over to our guest. We have two guests with us that are going to have a conversation with Pastor Paul, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We have Michaela Palmer first. So, Michaela, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, so my husband Payne and I have been coming to Calvary now for about 5 years since we moved back, or since we moved here. Payne's originally from here, from Rehoboth. I am from South Carolina, and we met at the University of Mobile. So then we got married. We moved back here, and we have a little boy, Noah, and another little boy on the way in the fall. But we have truly enjoyed being at Calvary and have grown a lot here. And so, yeah, we're
You're part of our push towards new young people. Y'all came in and it was like, hey, we'll bring our friends and we'll bring our friends. The next thing we know, we have 3 life groups that are overflowing, and y'all were a part of that. So it's an awesome thing to have you here and your family here. So, and we also have Elizabeth Gunter with us. So tell us about yourself a little bit.
I'm Elizabeth Gunter. Most people call me Liz. I'm from Dothan. I graduated from Providence, and then I went on to Auburn. I'm married to Daniel Gunter. I started attending Calvary with Daniel probably 9 years ago when he was helping with the college ministry. I was a special education teacher for 7 years, and then I started staying at home last year with my 3-year-old John Will and my 16-month-old Ivy.
All right. So we have 2 young moms here, but have taken on a new responsibility. That's what we want to talk about today. So I'm going to turn it over to Pastor Paul and listen to the conversation that y'all have together.
Right. Well, here's the reason we want to talk with you guys today. So we got the introductions. You guys are taking over leadership of a ministry that I think is so important, but it's probably one of our more hidden ministries, and that's one of the reasons we want to talk about in the podcast today. And that's our Enable ministry, where we try to serve families, parents, caregivers, individuals with developmental disabilities or intellectual disabilities. And so I'm wondering, really, as we talk about this today, how many of our folks even know we do this. So why don't you guys talk a little bit about how you got involved as volunteers, and then now we're making this transition. Emily Shiver has led that ministry since its inception here. And now you guys are taking the reins of that and going to co-lead it. So kind of tell me how you guys got connected to it. I know you're volunteers and have, Liz, that's part of your professional arc. So this is something you're well acquainted with. But, let's talk about that, how you got to this stage.
I would say maybe 4 years ago, I think whenever I officially became a member of Calvary, so maybe 5 years ago, I was talking with Joyce here and let her know that I was a special ed teacher, and she got me in contact with Emily, and I started serving on Sunday mornings with the Enable Ministry, being a buddy on Sunday mornings. And then when I found out that Michaela was stepping up to take over the Enable Ministry, I told her, whatever help I can give you, I want to be that support for you, and it ended up me being her big-time helper, so excited.
Liz, tell everybody a little bit about what that looks like on Sunday mornings. If somebody's interested in that or they wanted to volunteer, tell them kind of what the needs are and what that consists of, that trying to have buddies in a buddy system.
It's like a respite service for Sunday mornings. You are a buddy with an individual with special needs, and a lot of times we like to go with them to like kids' church, or sometimes we like to go on walks, but it just gives their parents an opportunity to attend service, attend church, while their loved one is being taken care of.
So could it sometimes, a lot of times the situations like you're describing, a person that really needs that one-on-one attention, and sometimes part of a group or not part of a group, but sometimes we're hoping too we'll have some folks that will come through that could successfully navigate maybe being in a student ministry environment or children's ministry environment, as long as they had a buddy with them to help them. So this is a sort of thing that could only grow and it really just, the growth of it really depends on volunteers. Do you have more?
Yes. Yeah, that's what I would say to you is We want families with children or adult loved ones with special needs to attend Calvary, but a lot of times they won't attend church regularly because they don't have that support for their loved one who does need that one-on-one support. So it is very much something where we would love more volunteers to help so that we can offer that service to more and more families.
Liz, if somebody wanted to do it, but they're anxious about it, who can do this job? Who can serve in that capacity?
Oh, anyone. Michaela and I recruited some new help this year, especially Sunday mornings. And then Josh in the children's ministry, he's been wonderful in welcoming us, welcoming anybody that we bring through the doors down there. But yeah, no qualifications needed. And it's just a great way to love on individuals in our community and supporting their parents too.
Michaela, talk about the other side. There's really kind of two big components, really, what we do the Sunday morning, where we serve those families that will come, and we'd always love to see more of them and more families coming on Sunday morning. But Thursday night, the Thursday night events, why don't you talk about that, let people know what we have going and what that looks like and what roles are available if people want to volunteer.
Yes, so that's actually how I got started with Enable, was our Thursday night respite ministry. Emily, I was a church member that did not know that we had that ministry, and Emily actually got it talking about it a few years ago, asking for volunteers. And I don't think I said this at the beginning, I'm a physical therapist by trade, and then have some family experience with just individuals with special needs as well. And so I just felt like the Lord was calling me to help with that when Emily got up and spoke that day. And so that was 2 years ago. And so I've been helping out on Thursday nights with that. And so what Thursday nights look like is usually the first Thursday of every month in the evening, 5:30 to 7:30. And we have people from all over the community, and we would love to continue to grow that too. A lot of these individuals have been coming since it started, so we'd love to continue to grow it and get more involvement. But they come and we just share the love of Jesus with them and give their parents an opportunity to go run errands that they may not usually get to, or whatever they may need to do. And so we usually have just like arts and crafts. We have different people who come in from the community. We have had them teach them how to do flower arrangements and watercolor painting. So if you are a member of Calvary or not, and you have a skill that you feel like would be so neat to teach these kids, we are looking for that too. That's a plug. But just teaching them different things, and then we have games and we eat and just really love on them. And so like I said, it's just the first Thursday of every month, usually September through April. And so that's kind of what Thursday nights look like. It's a lot of fun.
You know, both of you know what it's like to need a break every now and then. You've got young kids at home and everything. The foundation of doing Enable those Thursday nights was to offer respite, and that may seem like a small thing, but as a parent of a special needs son, when he was younger, and just to having that little bit of time where you can just go to the grocery store if you need to, or just take a break for a minute. And I know we serve some families that have some challenging situations. There's some single moms there and things like that. That the burden, the responsibility is all on them. It's a gift to be able to give them that break, but it's not just a break. Michaela, like you were talking about, it's a very intentional time. As kids have fun here, and we say kids, young adults, they have fun. We eat together, and they learn things. They enjoy each other. How can somebody volunteer for that, Michaela? If they wanted to get involved, they wanted to help.
They can contact me and Liz, or show up on the first Thursday of the month. There really are no qualifications for that either. Just coming with like a heart to serve, and just an opportunity for you will be a blessing to them, but you will more than likely leave even more just blessed because of getting to experience and love on the participants that come. And
I know you guys have tried to recruit life groups to serve together. Like how many life groups do you have going right now that are pretty regular? They've got a rotation. They're in once a month, or not once a month, but they have 1 month that is theirs. I mean, how many life groups do we have participating right now?
I would probably say
We've definitely lined up September, October.
mm-hmm.
Thoughts on who we're going to ask for November, and classes volunteered for January. So yeah, if we come and ask your life group to serve and volunteer, we would love to see that participation.
There's one other big event that's under the umbrella of Enable. So you've got Sunday morning and buddy care, and you got the Thursday night once a month and respite care, and that program and all that entails. But once a year we do Joy Prom too. And we could always use more people at Joy Prom. I mean, Joy Prom is like a good catalyst, I think, for the whole thing, for the whole system. It's it's kind of a reward for those who have been part of the Enable program, but it's also a good open door to try to encourage others to come. And of course, ultimately, this is about this. You mentioned this, Michaela, about sharing the love of Jesus with them. And when we think about unreached people and unreached people groups, this is one of the most unreached people groups around, because it's just difficult. It's difficult sometimes, and I know that experience firsthand. It's difficult navigating those kind of strange environments or new environments, coming to church the first time, or being in those social settings or crowded settings or noisy settings and all those things. One of the main reasons we do what we do is we want to reach out to those families, and we want to know that we care about you, we love you, we want to be a resource for you and just to be a blessing to you, but we'd love to have you come and be part of our whole church family. And so we're trying to do that all the time. You guys have any thoughts on Joy Prom, or how what the needs might be there? I know that's still months off. That doesn't come around to the spring each year, but it seems like we always have good participation from the community, and there are plenty of people that come to take part. And we've got some good key people that have always served in that and helped us do that. But we could always use more volunteers, it seems like. And if we have more volunteers, we could offer more things. So what's the best way for people to contact you guys or to let you know? I mean, if they don't know who you are, we'll post your picture when we post this on social media, so they'll know who Liz and Michaela are. But what's the best way they can contact you if they want to volunteer? Just use the email address if you want to volunteer. You can email us. Justin, we have that set up so they could email at enable@calvarydothan.com. It'll be set up. We'll do that. We'll do that today. So if you've got questions about it, I know this is just sort of a kind of a brief intro, but I wanted you to know who the new leaders are. For church members, I wanted you to know that was there, because Liz, we were talking about that just a little bit earlier. I wonder how many people that are fairly new to the church may not even know this is happening. It's kind of a behind the scenes kind of ministry, or you may see a little plug about it somewhere or something in the bulletin, a line or two, and not know what that is. So I wanted them to know how they could be a part of it, and that we're doing this. Any last words you guys want to share about that ministry, or any encouragement for people?
No, if you feel like the Lord is calling you to get involved, please do. And it doesn't have to be something that you commit to every month. Even on the Sunday list, we have it where your qualifications are. You don't have to. There's only Liz, like 2 or 3 Sundays throughout the year that most people
we're
are
on a
signed up.
rotation for Sunday morning, so some people will serve 3 times throughout the year, sometimes 4, just depending on how many volunteers we have going right now. So yes, you don't have to commit to every single time, but we definitely love to see new faces volunteering. We're excited about the new volunteers that we have that have stepped up this year to say that they want to help.
And I appreciate what you said earlier, and I think this is real important for people to hear, because if you're nervous about doing this, like, I don't know if I'm cut out for that, I don't know if I could do that. We've seen so many different people come through and volunteer, fall in love with it. You can do this if you care about people and you just want to serve. You can do this, and you'll find that you're well received, and you'll just fit right in. So I don't want anybody to have any sense of fear or anxiety about, that's tough, that's not for me, because really you can do this, and you'll be glad that you did. And I think you probably have seen a number of volunteers that maybe came in that first time that were a little nervous, and just fit right in with that. So we just want to take some time to introduce this ministry to you today. I appreciate you guys doing this. Thank you for taking this, running with this, so we can keep this going. This is something near to my heart, something I wanted us to do when I came to Calvary 14 and a half years ago. something I would love to only see grow and expand. And this need, and this is not a political statement, it's just a reality statement. I mean, the demand is only going to get greater and greater. You guys see that. You see that in school. You see that in therapy. I mean, the demand and the need, the stress and the strain on the population is just getting greater and greater and greater. And obviously, we're only providing a small sliver of things that people in the special needs community need, but we want to provide something, and we want to invite them into our church community too. So it's a super valuable ministry, super critical. Thank you guys for doing it. Email at enable@calvarydothan.com, or if you catch Liz or Michaela at church, you can certainly come up and talk to them. Or you could even come and observe this. They come this first Thursday night, September 3rd, and you could come and see and just check it out. Let them know you're interested. You want to see what this is about, and you can get with Liz or Michaela then, and they can tell you what it's like to be a volunteer in this and what you need to do. But we'd love to have you. This is something that truly, when we say this slogan, this is one of those things that's truly accurate. We do this for God because we're made in His image, and we want to honor Him. We do it for God, and we do this for Dothan. We want to do it for the people here. We want to do something that blesses them and encourages them. So this is just one small part of that. So Michaela, Liz, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being part of this. Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys for listening. Again, reach out to us if you have some interest in this. Pass this information on. I want the whole church to know about this. I want people to be excited about this ministry and to be prayerful about it. Be in prayer for this. Pray for those families that are coming. Pray for our leaders. Pray for our volunteers. Just pray this is a successful season of ministry in Enable. So as always, we're for God. We're for Dothan. We're for the world.